Hi, my name is Jake, and I will be taking you on a quick tour of the CarePortal Wellbeing app. At the Global Orphan Project, the parent company of CarePortal, we've been working internationally for about 15 years. And things that we continue to hear from our partners around the world and observe is that in developing countries, they often lack basic social working and case management tools. Also, local decision makers need usable data that can inform local solutions to local challenges, and that industry standard evaluation tools such as the Child Status Index have not been optimized for digital use. And so we see that there's a huge void of child welfare being done around the world, and a simple technology tool could radically impact the lives of hundreds of thousands of kids. So what are some of the standardized ways that children and families are being evaluated around the world? Well, about 10 years ago, a group of doctors set out to create a standardized way of doing just that, and they created the Child Status Index. And we see here what that looks like. So a child or family or even a group home can be evaluated along certain domains. And those domains have subcategories, and gradings are given to a child, 4 being good or 1 being bad based on their category. And then, of course, observations and recommendations can also be made in the form. Over here to the right, we have a pictograph that comes straight out of the training manual of the Child Status Index. And this is very helpful to create a standardized tool for training. We know that currently Child Status Index is being translated into 20 different languages in multiple countries around the world, and so having pictographs helps keep things standardized. So what we've done is we've tried to systemize this and create an app that aggregates this data in a very useful way for local practitioners and local evaluators. So let's take a look at what it looks like to actually do some case management around the world. So right here we have a child, and we're collecting some basic data on the child, and we're able to open a discussion on this child at any moment so that a social worker and their superior can have an ongoing conversation that's time-stamped. As we move forward, we move into the actual evaluation of this child. And you can see that we've used the same pictographs that come from the training manual to inform how the evaluation is performed. You can also notice that here under food and nutrition, and actually under every category, we've created an individual unique icon. As we work our way through the Child Status Index Wellbeing Evaluation, we eventually get to a section called Important Events. These are events that could drastically impact a child's life for better or worse. And now that we've finished our evaluation, we can see before we hit submit a review file where the social worker could look and see personal information of the child. Of course, there's a picture of the child. We can also take pictures of any important documents and keep those on file, such as birth certificates or passports, which for families that are very transient, like refugee families, that's incredibly useful. And then underneath we have the CSI details, so the specific information relating to the evaluation and how it was performed. The taskbar at the top of every category is color-coded based on the evaluation that was given to the child in that category. So now that we've completed our first evaluation, we can go into the case management file for this particular child. We can see their personal information, we can see their family and household information, any pertinent information such as life events. And then right here we have what I think is one of the most powerful parts of this system, and that is the CSI Quick Look. This is every icon as it relates to a category on the evaluation tool that is color-coded per the evaluation that was given to the child on each category. And this gives a local social worker the ability to, at a glance, see exactly where a child is performing well and where they need some help. And of course, we have a discussion box as we scroll down for an ongoing discussion between a social worker and their superior so that they can collectively make good decisions on how to best care for this particular child. As we scroll down further, we get to one of the most powerful parts of the app, and that is the trends section. So here we've taken the quick view of the evaluation and stacked them on top of each other. So we have really a history that tells a story of what's going on in this child's life. So in this case, we can see that things were going fairly well until, well, this life event happened and the parents were deceased. And now we're struggling in certain categories. And this is incredibly helpful, not only for individual children, but as we perform evaluations for group homes, let's say, such as this one, where we have multiple children residing in a single group home. We can, in the expanded view, see the quick view of the most recent child status index that was performed on a child. The lowest score will act as a halo around the child, letting us know whether they need emergency intervention or not. So in this case, this child will need emergency intervention, which will automatically set off a series of escalations so that everyone in the child's care network will be notified that this child needs help. And if we hit the compact view, every child's most recent evaluation will stack on top of each other so that at a glance, a local social worker can look on their phone and see trends in an entire group home. So if there's a particular incident that happens in a child home or something that the group home is struggling with, that will be evident in this trend view right here. So some of the key functionality of this tool is it gives us the ability to, of course, evaluate in a robust and holistic way a child, a family, and a group home, and gives us the ability to look for trends in those things. We can look for trends in a child over a period of time, we can look for trends in a family unit, and we can look for trends in a group home. It gives us the ability to publish an app that is multilingual and useful for locals in their local context. It has online and offline capability. As we know, many social workers work in some pretty remote areas. We have the ability to take pictures, both of children and of their important documents. We have auto escalation of any emergency issues that are flagged by the evaluation. And all of this is really aggregated in a way that displays the data in a way that informs better local decision making for the betterment of the outcome of kids. And of course, because we're handling some pretty sensitive data, this will be encrypted to the highest levels available, and only those who have authorization will be able to view the data inside the app. So that's a very quick tour of the Child Wellbeing app, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.